Okay guys, today we are going to write equations from word problems and then solve them. So we're going to start with this problem right here, number 10. It's on the worksheet that you guys took home. It says 2 is subtracted from a number and then the difference is multiplied by 5. The result is 30. Find the number. Let's go back to the very first part where it says 2 is subtracted from a number. Well, we have to name that number. We can name it anything we want. In this case, I'm just going to call it n, a number n. And they said 2 is subtracted from. So when they say 2 is subtracted from a number, what they're saying is you're going to take that number and subtract 2. So it'll read n minus 2. Okay? Then the difference is multiplied by 5. Then the difference is multiplied by 5. So this whole thing here, this is a difference. Anytime you subtract, it's considered a difference. That difference is now being multiplied times 5. So 2 is subtracted from a number, then the difference is multiplied times 5. Then they tell me the result is 30. Anytime you see the word is, that usually means an equal sign. So this result is 30. So that's how you'll write that equation from those words. 2 is subtracted from a number, and the difference is multiplied times 5. The result is 30. They want you to find the number. Well, the way you're going to find the number is by solving. You're going to use your 7 questions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Question number 1 says, do I need to clear fractions? Well, I don't have any fractions, so the answer is no. Question number 2, do I need to simplify one or both sides? Well, looking at the left-hand side of the equal sign over here, I notice that I have 5 times the quantity n minus 2. Well, I do need to simplify because I can take that 5 and I can distribute it into the parentheses. So yes, I need to simplify. And I'm going to simplify by distribution. 5 times n is 5n. 5 times negative 2 is negative 10. And all of that equals 30. The 30 will not change because there's nothing I can do over here. Okay? Then question number 3 says, is the variable on both sides? The answer is no. So I do not need to move a variable. Then I ask myself question number 4, is there anything next to my variable? Yes. I have a positive 5 that's being multiplied times my variable, and I have a negative 10 that's being taken away from my variable. So question number 5 tells me which one to do first, because question number 5 says, do I need to add or subtract? The answer is yes. I do need to add or subtract, because right here I'm subtracting 10 from the variable. So I will add 10 to both sides so that I get a 0 pair on the left. I'm left with that 5n because that did not change. Then 30 plus 10 is 40. Now I've run out of room, so I'm going to move it up here with an arrow and rewrite 5n equals 40. And then I ask myself question number 6. Question number 6 says, do I need to multiply or divide? The answer is yes in this case, because if you notice, I have 5 times n equals 40. So to get rid of that 5, so I have that n by itself, I need to divide both sides by 5. And when I divide by 5, I get n equals 40 divided by 5 is 8. Now this 5 here cancels to 1 because 5 divided by 5 is 1. And I'm left with that 1n. That's exactly what I wanted. I wanted 1n by itself. Now I ask myself question number 7, did I multiply or divide by a negative? The answer is no, so I can do nothing. And I'm going to box my answer. N equals 8. Now since they asked me to just find the number, I'm done. I found the number. My number is 8. Then we're going to set up problem number 12. We're not actually going to work it. We're just going to set it up. Problem number 12 says, find 3 consecutive odd integers whose sum is 117. Well, sum means I'm adding. Is 117 says that's going to equal 117. And I need 3 consecutive odd integers. Well, to know how to set that up, I need to talk about 3 odd integers. So I'm going to pick 3 odd integers, 1, 3, and 5. They are consecutive. They come right after each other, and they're odd. If I name number 1, I name that x. Then to go from 1 to 3, I have to add 2. Then to go from that 1 again to 5, I now have to add 4. So 3 consecutive odd integers can be represented by the expressions x, x plus 2, and x plus 4. And then they tell me they want the sum of 3 consecutive odd integers. So I'm going to add x plus 2 plus x plus 4. I take the 3 integers, I add them together, and they will equal 117. Now, since there's nothing but a positive 1 in front of the parentheses, I can just ignore them. I only write them to show that they are 3 separate things, but I can ignore them for this part, and I go through my 7 questions, which I'm going to get you started on and let you finish. So 1, 2, 3, 4, ... You can do the rest. Question number 1, do I need clear fractions? The answer is no. Question number 2, do I need to simplify one or both sides of the equal sign? The answer is yes, because I have 3 x terms on the left and 2 numbers without a variable attached. I do need to combine like terms before I can move on. So you'll combine these like terms, and x plus x plus x is 3x, and 2 plus 4 is 6. So you'll have 3x plus 6 equals 117, and you can get it from there. Then we're going to move back up to question number 9. And question number 9 is a number is divided by 4, and the quotient is added to 3. The result is 24. What is the number? This is another one I just want to set up for you. A number is divided by 4. So I'm going to name that number. Again, I'm going to use n. And they're telling me it's divided by 4. So n divided by 4. And this is now a quotient. Anytime you divide, it's considered a quotient. And they tell me the quotient is added to 3. So this quotient is added to 3. So I'm going to add 3 to it. And the result is 24. Is 24. I just want you to see that to show that that's what a quotient looks like. You show it as a fraction. We show division as a fraction. Please do not write n divided by 4. That is wrong. Write it as a fraction, just like I did here. Okay?